I'd like to bring the meeting of the Finance Committee to order for December 10th, 2025 at 5 o'clock. Members present are Mike Ober, Superintendent Garceau, Director of Finance, Gershkoff, and myself, Peter Nero, Chair. I'm going to start off with the approval of the minutes from the last meeting. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
It passes. Okay. Cindy, you want to give us a finance department update, please?
Yes, so just to note, agenda items 4 and 5, finance department update and financial reports. I want to just keep as standing agenda items
Okay.
in case there's any new information. As far as finance department update, I'll just report that we are still in the audit for fiscal year 25, on schedule with issuance sometime in January. Financial reports, the last financial report distributed to the school committee was September. I did not get an October report, so the next report will be November. And then FY 2027 budget. The department heads and the principals are finalizing their initial draft site budgets this week. They're also going to have to meet any projected FTE changes, any initial changes. And next deadline is Monday, December 15th. We have the joint meeting, budget meeting with the school committee and the town council.
So to add to that, we did, members probably remember, we do have in the contract that teachers who intend to retire at the end of the school year, if they let us know by December 1, they're entitled to it's not a retirement incentive so much as it is a notice to us for budgeting purposes. So we've had 4 of those. We have a leave or 2 for next year. So we're figuring those into our calculus at this time. And as always, if somebody leaves us for whatever reason and there's the opportunity not to fill that position, that's one less notice we have to deliver in the spring.
Very good. Cindy, what are you hearing? You're still holding to about a 10% increase on health right now from West Bay Collaborative, or is that changing based on what's going on in Washington?
This year's increase was 9%.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic that it may be slightly less than that.
Really? Okay, great.
Due to some pharmacy rebates and the restructure of that program.
Okay.
Although those rebates show up, they're very much after the fact, so the information is delayed.
Okay, very good.
But I will have more updates throughout the budget process.
Okay, next is policy, unless you got anything else. No. Policy reviews, which we want to start with.
So first, I did create a Google folder for the finance subcommittee.
Yeah.
Place all the documents. I handed out copies. So for policy reviews, we do have a spreadsheet that lists all the policies that pertain to finance. When they were adopted in the last revision date, as you can see, we have quite a few policies to review. And within that spreadsheet, if you click on the policy name, it brings you right to the policy.
Yep.
So just to
Yeah, I actually make copies of them, but I don't have the color print, so I appreciate this.
So the first policy I wanted to review is the use of facilities rental policy. And for primarily 2 basic reasons. Number one, there's some out-of-date language. Rentals primarily, other than, fields and classrooms, there used to be rentals at Tower Street. So Tower Street is listed throughout here and Community Center. So we wanted to kind of clean up that language. And then on page 2, we wanted to clean up the list of spaces and fields that could be rented. For example, this policy did not include the field.
Mhm.
So we did update that as well. And then if you look through, we did put some updates about some turf field rules to protect the field, and the same with the gymnasium floors, as we're redoing our elementary schools.
Could I ask a question? How often do you redo the gymnasium floors, like on the high school? How often?
That would be a Mark McKinnon question.
Yeah,
I know, it's not like every year,
Yeah,
I know that.
I think it's more like every 3,
yeah,
for total sanding and all that.
Yep.
But we've got new poured floors at the elementaries
Okay.
that
Yeah.
also want to be
Yeah.
cognizant
so
of.
those, yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that it's stuff about the turf fields. I didn't even think about, open flames, tents and stuff that really would damage the field. So, yeah, I'm glad to see that.
Right, and we do, and Mark McKinnon also has some more guidelines on the field that we would obviously pass off to any renter.
Right.
Same with the gym floor. Other area on that same page, we wanted to put in for our lighting and sound equipment that renters are required to hire an approved vendor. That list will come for us. Currently, I think there's one vendor.
Yeah.
Who does that, so we wanna make sure that that equipment is handled by someone who's
Professional. Yeah.
professional, and not get broken. And then if you look at the top of page 4, we also wanna be clear that for town event permits, so public events with a large audience, hosting outside vendors, it's the responsibility of the renter to contact the town of Westerly to see if they are required to have a permit. And it's their responsibility to do the necessary paperwork and have everything in compliance prior to the event.
Cindy, does it say in here how we document whether or not they were required to get that permit, or they were granted a waiver or anything? Or we just taking folks' words for it?
No, we would get a copy, and we would request a copy. They're also, any renters also responsible for any fire or police detail that's required. And we do get notification of that, and we also receive and keep on file the certificate of insurance.
Yep.
So we did have a small group that had gone through this policy internally to suggest some of these edits and changes. They said also just some language cleanup, adding in the fields, adjusting the rates slightly.
Yep.
We did pull some comparators from, we looked at Waterford, Connecticut, we looked at Narragansett, we looked at East Lyme, Connecticut. Primarily those 2 towns in Connecticut, they're not too far and they both have
Yep.
fields. East Providence, Cherahoe, and Ledger.
So we've had the turf field, how long now? 3 years? 3 years?
Sounds
Somewhere
right,
in there.
yeah.
23.
Stonington, how long they had theirs? Longer than that, right? Probably 10 years? Yeah.
Yes.
So 2 years for it?
I'm thinking, I think they finished in 23.
Well, we did 2 graduations
So
there.
far.
Yeah, we definitely did 2 graduations there.
Cindy, revenue from football games and basketball games, does that go into the general fund or does that go to the AD's office?
So all athletic receipts after the first $5,000 go to the athletic fund. The first $5,000 goes to the town.
Okay. Thank you.
That's in their budget. That's passed every year.
A long time ago, it used to all go to the town.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
yeah.
History on that, so. Yeah, so that goes to the athletic fund, and the director will use that fund when there's other equipment purchases, gym equipment, treadmills, things like that, he typically does not request in the operating budget. However, we've been fortunate in the past few years because he has received quite a few grants for that equipment, so it's been good.
Do we see any challenges with the categories as they are? Good with them the way they are, so.
I am good with the categories as they are. I think we need to be very clear and have clear definitions about who qualifies for each category. Because we have had some variances in the past, so. And obviously with the policy, say, not having fields, we have rented the field, we have charged for the field. But with the finalization of an updated policy, we'll now just be able to refer to the policy.
So just to let you know, just to review, these are the policies that, that will change. Well, no, obviously, you look at this Tower Street community, the school is gone, so you see, nature also changes to the amounts of, each category is charged for their events. So if you want to just go through if you haven't yet.
And just on the financial side, fiscal year 25, we did bring in $23,957.52 of rental income.
Yeah.
We do track custodial overtime for events, so that would be Saturday at overtime, and Sundays and holidays are double time that we pay our custodians, and that total was $20,172. And of course, these are just the additional custodial fees. Obviously, we know there's other costs that we're not capturing, such as electricity.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
That's it. So if you want to take a few minutes, have any questions, go ahead.
No, apologize for being late. Traffic was horrendous.
I know.
It is, yeah, it's like the summer.
They either drive slow because it's dark, or they drive slow because the sun's up. No winning.
All the changes I see all make sense, so a lot of cleaning up and clarification and.
So are we all set? We'll put this to the entire committee. We can do it at either this meeting, or if we want to do it in the next meeting. Approval on it?
Would this go to
We can't do it.
policy
For
for review first?
We can do it at the January meeting?
I don't know that it has to go to policy. I mean, it's being reviewed here.
I trust the recommendation of
Okay.
the subcommittee.
I guess we probably could put it on for next week.
Yeah.
The agenda hasn't been posted yet.
It's up to you. If you're not, you want to wait till January.
Let me try. I'll talk to Rose in the morning. She gets, she likes to get the agenda done quite early, but then we've got a couple other policies on for Wednesday night. We might be able to just add this. It's been blessed by this group.
So do we need a motion? It's just done.
Entertain a motion to approve the policy as changed, as amended.
Another minute, Jeff.
I think so. It's all pretty straightforward.
So moved.
All right, second? Who's the designated second here? Joe?
We didn't-
Yeah, I'll second it.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if you were saying you were second.
No. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Against? Passes. Okay. This rolls. Future agenda items. We have a big meeting next week on Monday with the town. And then you guys will be, again, the standard agenda items will be on here. If you have more policy, we'll entertain those at the next meeting. That's pretty much it.
Policy, and like I said, I will continue to keep finance department update
Yep.
and financial reports.
Yep.
On the agenda.
Anybody else want anything else on it? Joe, you all set?
Monday's meeting, are we even really gonna be talking numbers or just going over general stuff?
Basically, it's a very short meeting.
That's kind, right?
It is, I mean, but it's left open to the membership to ask questions, they answer.
Yeah.
So,
Is it part of a normal town council meeting?
They have their.
It's a joint meeting.
It's a joint
meeting.
yeah,
Prior to.
So Cindy, as of right now, because I know the question is going to be asked, what is our fund balance right now? And where are we in terms of percentage?
So as of June 30, 2025, our total fund balance is $7,477,438.
Yeah, so what is, I should say our surplus.
Our,
projected.
our unassigned,
Yeah,
which
unassigned, I'm
is
sorry, I
shown
apologize.
as restricted for educational programs
Yeah.
in the annual audit, is $3,793,163. So we are in excess of 5% of the FY '26 operating budget by $764,601. And we are in excess of 2.5% by $2,278,882.
Okay.
So for the policy, the committee would be looking at
Because I know this.
$764,000 in excess.
But it is still early in the school year. And things can go right and things can go wrong.
So
So this is as of June 30, 2025. It
Yeah.
doesn't include any
Right.
projections either way for this year.
So our next meeting I have in the calendar for January 14th, 5 o'clock. Joe, you want to make it like a little later, or I know you said you'd get here on time. I don't want to stress you out in traffic.
If we could do 5:30, that would definitely be easier.
Okay. Well, 5:30. That said, anything else?
For the next meeting, I'll have at least a few more policies and we'll have some more detail around an FY '27 budget update.
Great.
Just one quick question. Do the teachers get paid like over the course of the school year or for the full 12 months?
They get paid over the course of the school year, and at the end of, in June, they do get a 4-week check.
Okay.
So they get that,
Okay.
it's their balloon check for the summer, so
They
they
get
don't,
a full period check.
yes, so they don't receive payments unless they work extended school year or summer programs in the months of July and August.
Can they request to have a 12-month?
No.
I know some districts do and some districts don't. I wasn't sure.
Typically, districts will do it one way or another.
Yeah.
They won't have a mix.
Okay.
Methods for
Try to
payroll,
pay
for the
people.
accounting, and year-end accruals.
If that's the case, we got any other questions?
No, so Cindy, can you email this to Rose? And I will ask her to put it on the agenda for next week.
Yeah, and she has it too. She's also
Oh, she
has
does.
access to the Google
I'll
folder.
put it on the, okay.
Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Okay. I haven't shared